There's a star-spangled banner waving somewhere in a distant land so many miles away. Only Uncle Sam's great heroes get to go there, where I wish that I could also live someday. I'd see Lincoln, Custer, Washington, and Perry, Nathan Hale and Colin Kelly too. There's a star-spangled banner waving somewhere, waving o'er the land of heroes brave and true. In this war with its mad schemes of destruction of our country fair and our sweet liberty, by the mad dictators, leaders of corruption, can't the U.S. use a mountain boy like me? God gave me the right to be a free American, and for that precious right I'd gladly die. There's a star-spangled banner waving somewhere, that is where I want to live when I die. That is true, sir. Please don't judge my courage by my twisted leg. Let me show my Uncle Sam what I can do, sir. Let me help to bring the axis down a peg. If I do some great deed, I will be a hero, and a hero brave is what I want to be. There's a star-spangled banner waving somewhere, in that heaven there should be a place for me. Many thousand miles away in that land across the sea, there are soldier boys, their precious lives they give, so their loved ones here back home, many miles across the foam, might have liberty each passing day to live. May they sleep forevermore, where a white cross stands to mark the soldier's grave. May their spirits be at rest, they have done their parts with hearts so true and brave. May the ones who have gone on be remembered here back home, in the hearts of those whom they will see no more. They will wait until that day when they hear the trumpet play, then they'll march again up on that golden shore. May they sleep forevermore, where a white cross stands to mark the soldier's grave. May their spirits be at rest, they have done their parts with hearts so true and brave. As I was a-riding all down by the river, I stopped at the bank and I silently strayed. I heard a fair girl making sad lamentation, crying, Jimmy will be slain in the war, I'm afraid. The cattle moved slowly, the songbird sang lowly, the cottonwood trees seemed to mourn with this maid, and she sang a sad song that was all of her true love. Young Jimmy will be slain in the war, I'm afraid. Her form it was slender, her tears they were tender. I quietly left when she sighed and she said, my heart it is aching, I know it is breaking. My Jimmy has been slain in the war, I'm afraid. When Jimmy returned with his heart full of loving, Sarah, his true love, was in her grave laid, and he wept that he ever had left his fair darling, and fought in the war and left his fair maid. Cattle move slowly, the songbirds sing lowly, the cottonwood trees seem to weep for this maid, and the song that she sang, it was all of her true love. Young Jimmy will be slain in the war, I'm afraid. Drink your glasses dry, my boys. Drink your glasses dry. Let us forget our fears, my boys, and sing before we die. The trumpets call, the cannons roar. It's fight, kill, or die. But let us not be melancholy. It's he, you, or I. Why should we be downhearted, boys? There's not a reason why. Too late for tears or sighs, my boys. Our business is to die. The trumpets call, the cannons roar. The colors float on high, and our enemy knows as well as us, it's he, you, or I. to complain, my boys, to do so is in vain. If we fall, there is an end to pain. If we live, we fight again. The trumpets call, the cannons roar. We scorn the foe who flies. This night someone will sing again. He, you, or Come gather round me, friends, and hear my story. It's all because of love, and it is sorry. Brave wolf refused by his beloved beauty, then crossed the siege to fight and bear his duty. Love, here's a ring, he said, long time I've kept it. All for your sake alone, if you'll accept it. She turned away from him and told him never. Then said he, I leave my native land forever. Lovesick youth then crossed the ocean to free America was his devotion. He landed at Quebec with all his party, the city to attack, being brave and hardy. The news of victory crossed the sea so great, but hearts were saddened hearing brave Wolf's fate. The saddest heart of all was his old lover, who refused him once and lost him then forever. Now over there across the sea they've got another war, but oh, I wonder if they know just what they're fighting for in this war, this old Cold War. I was a simple country lad, I'd lived down on a farm. I hadn't even killed a man or done nobody harm till this war, this old Cold War. One day the sheriff caught me, said, come along, my son. Your Uncle Sam is needing you to help him tote a gun in this war, this old Cold War. He took me down to the courthouse, my head was in a whirl. And when those doctors passed on me, I wished I'd been a girl in this war, this old Cold War. They marched me out to the rifle range, you could hear them bullets sing. I shot and shot that whole day long and never hit a thing in this war, this old Cold War. The captain said to fire at will, and I said, who is he? That blamed old captain got so mad that he took a shot at me in this war, this old Cold War. Got to that country, I couldn't even say its name. I never saw the enemy, but they were hiding just the same in this war, this old Cold War. Now I am a soldier, I'll do my level best. Just tell me who is who from whom, and I will do the rest in this war, this old Cold War. I've run this whole world over, just trying to save my life. When there comes another war, I'll send my darling wife to that war, that old Cold War. Well, wars may come and wars may go, but let me tell you this, the hardest war you'll ever fight is one that don't exist like this war, this old Cold War. McKinley in the White House, he called for volunteers. And when I got my gun and left, I didn't have no fear. It was all about the sinking of the Maine. First Spaniard I saw coming, I leveled with my gun. And when I saw the rest behind him, I turned my toes and run. It was all about the sinking of the Maine. Oh, the sinking of the Maine, oh, the sinking of the Maine. Put us into war with that old lady Spain. Oh, I'd rather miss the glory and live to tell the story all about the sinking of the Maine. The blood was a-running and I was running too. When I passed my captain, he said, how do you do? It was all about the sinking of the Maine. He says, why are you running? Are you afraid to die? The reason I am running is because I cannot fly. It was all about the sinking of the Maine. Oh, the sinking of the Maine, oh, the sinking of the Maine. Put us into war with that old lady Spain. Oh, I'd rather miss the glory and live to tell the story all about the sinking of the Maine. What kind of shoes do them Rough Riders wear? Buttons up and down and round and $8 a pair. It was all about the sinking of the Maine. What kind of shoes on my poor darling's feet? Toes sticking out while she's waiting home for me. It was all about the sinking of the Maine. Oh, the sinking of the Maine, oh, the sinking of the Maine. Put us into war with that old lady Spain. Oh, I'd rather miss the glory and live to tell the story all about the sinking of the Maine. Clothes that they give you, they say is mighty fine. Me and my buddies could all fit into mine. I don't want no more army life. Gee, but I wanna go home. The shoes that they give you, they say is mighty fine. You ask for number 7 and they give you number 9. I hot dogs that they serve here, they say is mighty fine. One rolled off the table and started marking time. I don't want no more army life. Gee, but I wanna go home. The coffee that they give you, they say is mighty fine. It's good for cuts and bruises and it tastes like iodine. I don't want no more army life. Gee, but I wanna go home. The biscuits that they give you, they say is mighty fine. One fell off the table, boys, and killed a friend of mine. I don't want no more army life. Gee, but I wanna go home. It was on one Sunday evening about the hour of 3 when my darling started to leave it to sail upon the deep blue sea. He promised he'd write me a letter. He promised he'd write to me. But I've not heard from my darling who is sailing on the deep blue sea. Dead and buried, my pa's forsaken me, and I have no one to love me but the sailor on the deep blue sea. Drowned in the deep blue sea. Farewell to friends and relations, it's the last you'll see of me. I'm going to end my troubles by drowning in the deep blue sea. My brave boy sleeps in his faded coat of blue. In a lonely grave unknown lies a heart that beats so true. He sank faint and hungry among the Spanish brave, and they laid him sad and lonely within his nameless grave. No more the bugle bugle calls the weary one. Rest, noble spirits, in your graves unknown, for we'll find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. He cried, give me water and just a little crumb, and my mother, she will bless you through all the years to come. And tell my sweet sister, so gentle, good and true, that I'll meet her up in heaven in my faded coat of blue. No more the bugle calls the weary one. Rest, noble spirits, in your graves unknown, for we'll find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. No dear one was nigh him to close his mild blue eyes, no gentle voice was by him to give him sweet replies. No stone marks the lonely sod on the lad so brave and true, in a lonely grave he's sleeping in his faded coat of blue. No more the bugle calls the weary one. Rest, noble spirits, in your graves unknown, or we'll find you and know you among the good and true, where a robe of white is given for a faded coat of blue. Amidst the roar of cannon and the deadly bullet storm, we fought with pride and bravery in the rebel uniform, and in honor of the men who fell until our dying day, we will treasure dear the symbol of the uniforms of gray. It was not our lack of courage which made us leave the field. We were overpowered by numbers, and at last we had to yield. For noble men are only men, and in the furious fray, too many men have stained with blood their uniforms of gray. But defeat is not dishonor, deny it they cannot, that we left the field with honor for the way our fight was fought. We fought 'em long, we fought 'em well, we fought 'em night and day, and all for what we felt was right in uniforms of gray. But now that we have ceased to fight, we pledge our sacred word that we against the Union no more shall lift our sword. And yet we still agree for those who silent now do lay, forever 'neath the battlefield But peace with justice will be made, and in a time ahead, the North and South shall mourn alike their dear departed dead, and lighted in that brotherhood, standing in their proud array. It may be hard to tell the suits of blue from the uniforms of gray. It may be hard to tell the suits of blue from the uniforms of gray. I will sing you a song of the time I went west. Of all on the wagon, I liked Tim the best. Just a boy of 19 with no friends and no home. And he turned to the sunset and started to roam. He didn't say much, 'cause there weren't much to say. But we got to be friends as we rolled on the way. And he spoke of his girl that he'd left far behind, and some of the troubles that bothered his mind. There's nothing back home for a poor boy to do, and Jeannie will wait, and I know she'll be true. Out here I'll work hard for some land of my own, and Jeannie will come when I've built her a home. We camped on the banks of the river that night. We never saw the Comanches till the first rays of light. We fought 'em 5 hours and our hopes were all dead, when their chief fell down lifeless and the rest of them fled. Such shouting and laughter I'll ne'er hear again, and I ran round the wagons looking for Tim. He was quiet and smiling and seeming at rest, with that Indian arrow down deep in his chest. We started on westward, but some stayed behind, and I thought of the home Tim was trying to find, and I thought of the girl who was waiting for him, and I made a short prayer and a song for poor Tim.
Thank you.